So I've been learning about the pattern interrupt and how to hypnotize somebody. And what it dawned on me is I've been basically hypnotizing people to buy real estate for over 22 years. And what really has been my interest is figuring out how to get people over that ledge and why they constantly hear the best plan to do, but they won't take the actions. They hear it, but then they subconsciously fight it. But this and this, what about this? And they're looking for reasons not to do it because they're scared, because their mind has been programmed to live under a certain amount. And I'm infatuated with this hypnotist that I'm learning from because he's hypnotizing people in a minute and pattern interrupt. So it's pretty interesting. He basically looked the girl in her eyes and told her, "You forgot your name." She goes, "No, my name's Donna." "You forgot your name." "No, my name's Donna." "You forgot your name." And he kept saying it. And then she started, and he said, "You're in a sleep." And then what that is, he's jumping into the subconscious mind and he's able to reprogram it and change it. So whatever your limiting beliefs are, he can free you up for this. You may ask, why is this so interesting to you? Well, because I grew up poor. I thought money would solve my problems, but little did I know is the mindset is everything. I've known this for about 20 years now. And I've hit limits that I wasn't able to get through. And then watching myself go back when the hardest thing you're up against, that's when you find out who you really are and what you're made of and what your subconscious is telling you. What do I mean by this? Well, when I had, how do I say this? When I was kicked out of my house and found out that somebody wanted money for the children that I thought I was having for a family, my intuition, my subconscious mind didn't want to give her what she was asking for, which in my opinion was way above what she needed to help raise children, but really they wanted to live off of it. But if my mind would have said, "Hey, you know what? Okay, no worries. Take your pride out of it, write the checks," I would have risen out of it. But instead, I went down and I fought in it. So what I had to realize was my subconscious mind wouldn't allow me to move above it, rise above it. And I had to ask myself why. So this is why I've been working on hypnotizing myself, and I want to get hypnotized by this person that I'm speaking with. But then, you start asking yourself, what is it that you really want? And I think for me, it was freedom. I thought it was freedom. I thought money would give me freedom, but really it was self-love. Because if you loved yourself, you would make the best decisions for yourself, not out of pride. So I've seen him hypnotize people, and multiple times for men is typically they don't have the love of themselves, so they're reaching for it. But if you feel abundant, if you know you're abundant and you don't worry about losing or pain or somebody suing you and you being upset and fighting it, instead you just write it and move on and go move up, you will be amazed at how far you go in life. I know this because I became a millionaire by 35 years old. And I've seen people do it earlier, and when I analyze what I did, I could have done it earlier, but there was things that I didn't know that I know now that I would love to help people with. So here's the thing. If you guys got any challenges, issues, if there's something you want more out of life, but you don't think you're able to get there, there's probably a limiting belief. So your subconscious mind is running pretty much 100% of the time. Your conscious mind is about 150, it's like words a minute versus 5 million. Don't quote me on this. It's a huge number, but basically 99% of the time, your subconscious mind is the reason why you are where you are right now. So if you want to reprogram that and live an abundant, limitless life, you must switch that. So if you could instantly do it, would you? Would you? If you could instantly do it, would you? Would you just switch? I'm telling you right now, you can instantly have abundance. If you feel like abundance, you will become abundance. But you have to change what your mind is constantly looking for, going towards. The RAS system, the reactive articulative system in your brain. It's something in your brain that will look for whatever you are subconsciously aware of. What does this mean? This means if you've ever gotten somebody pregnant, and all of a sudden you've seen pregnant women everywhere, like I didn't notice them before, that's because now you are consciously aware of it. But you were subconsciously, none of that mattered to you, so you were just focused on where you're going to get. Have you ever driven your car and didn't know how you got to your destination? You're just there, you're on the phone, and boom, you just ended up there? It's because you're on an autopilot, people. So if your autopilot is scarcity, which it is for most people because the government spent $250 million on programming society. Did you know that? Pretty interesting. To live in this fear and scarce mentality. They control everything about your lives for most of you. You think pay off your house, retire, live happily ever after. They've trained you, they've programmed you to think that. Why? Why wouldn't you live your best life every single day? Make the best moves on your board. Leverage, take equity out, leverage, make money moves, and live an abundant life. We're all able to do this. So if you guys want to get hypnotized by me, message me. God bless.